Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. The ones unto the elder apostles of the great millstone, and many taught us this truth. Much love, greetings, and salutations to the elect tabernacle of David scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Shabbat Shalom. And I just want to say this real quick, man. Esau, listen. It doesn't matter what you do at this point. You can try to, take our videos off of YouTube. You can try to, make adjustments and changes to the algorithms of these different apps that we communicate on. The cat's already out the bag. All right, the levee's already broke. The water's already overflow. There's nothing that you can do. All right, your witchcraft can't work on everyone. All right, the word is going out, and you're constantly being exposed. You see, what it is those who your witchcraft is not working on, you deem them as enemies of the state because your lies are not working on them. But it ain't that they are enemies of the state. We're just enemies of the New World Order because we won't buy into the narrative of mainstream media. So now your job is to do damage control and to attempt to stop this truth from exposing you and your wickedness. And that's what this is all about. You know, we're in the scripture where it says in Sirach, the 25th chapter, concerning the woman, it says to basically give no water passage. Well, spiritually, that's what Esau is trying to do with the spreading of this information and also this word going out. He does not want the waters to go forth. But the scriptures say, let's go to Isaiah 55, and let's start at the 9th verse. This is Isaiah 55 and 9 through 11. It says, "For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." All right, so the Most High he's higher and above you. So that means what? That the Lord has you under his subjection. So everything that you try to do, the Most High has control over that. You might think that you're in control, but really our higher power, which his name is Yahweh and his son's name is Yahushai, they're over you. And if the Lord wants his word to go forth, for you devils to be exposed, for you, the man of sin, the son of perdition, to be revealed, then that's what it's going to be. Verse 10, "For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." All right, so you can't stop those floodgates. All right, the Lord got the waters running, and you're constantly being revealed in the process of His word going out. Okay, this is the reason why one of the Rockefellers said at a meeting that we should have never invented the internet, because this thing is a gift and a curse to this devil. Really, it's a gift for us, the men of the Lord. All these different social media platforms we've been able to utilize to get this word out, to spread the truth, it's been a curse to him, because all his wickedness, all his the evil doings all right, that he's committed in the past, in history. It's all available to us. The things that he's been plotting on, for decades. All right, his secret councils, his plots, his plans, his predictive programming, his agendas. It's all out there, so people are exposed to it. All right, you used to operate in secrecy, but that's no longer possible. All right, but hey, the Lord even said this, Luke 8:17. And it says, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad." And that's why it says in Obadiah, Obadiah 1:6, and it says, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" Well, it's because it's being revealed. Okay, knowledge and wisdom knowledge is increasing, and everything that this devil has been trying to do in the dark is now coming to light. And the world is starting to understand that this psychological operation you call the coronavirus or COVID-19 is basically bullshit. All right. People are starting to see the things that they didn't see in the beginning. And that's why videos like this that I had aired last night, more than likely is going to be taken down. And it's the reason why they also put the algorithm on YouTube to start taking down videos that basically puts the truth out there concerning this so-called COVID-19 psyop. Even if the video doesn't go against the community guidelines, they still are liable to take it down. Because if it goes against what mainstream media is trying to tell you, then YouTube will deem it as fake news. Any truthful information exposing what these devils are doing, it will be considered fake news and conspiracy theories. That's how they write it off. Because they don't want you to know the truth. They want to control the narrative. The narrative is, some virus, was created in a lab in Wuhan, China. It got exposed. People started to catch it. Then people were allowed to leave, and they traveled abroad and they spreaded it to these other countries. No, that's bullshit. Okay. David Icke came out and basically spilled the beans. And I don't understand why he ain't even been found dead yet. But he basically came out and told you what it is. All these people that they're testing with COVID-19, they all were experiencing underlying health issues prior, so they were already in bad condition. And these same people all have been exposed to some type of electromagnetic energy that causes a toxic reaction in your cells. All right, when your cells become poised or damaged, it releases what you call an exosome. And you can actually look this up. Go look up exosomes when it comes to UV irradiation. They become released out of your cells when your cells are exposed to radiation. And when they test you and they see these exosomes, they diagnose you with coronavirus or COVID-19. All right. And then on top of that, people have been revealing how in these same areas in the world where they've been rolling out these 5G towers, whether they've been installing them or whether they actually turned them on, they happen to be the same areas where a lot of the cases of COVID-19 have the biggest numbers in our epicenters. And then these hospitals that they say have been crammed with overwhelming numbers of people, you go to those hospitals, it's not crowded. So all these things are coming out, and they basically, Esau wants to regulate that. This too much is coming out. He wants everybody to shut the fuck up and just listen to what CNN and Fox News and CBS and CNBC, listen to them. Don't listen to alternative media. You know, don't listen to those conspiracy theorists. Don't listen to them Hebrew Israelites. That's what's going on. So this is why they're doing things like this. All right. Now you got WhatsApp, which this is a app that brothers communicate with each other. We share information, articles, alternative news. All right, testimonies of what brothers are witnessing happening. This is from the Independent. It says WhatsApp update makes it more difficult to forward messages in attempts to stop spread of coronavirus and misinformation. Which it ain't. It might be certain misinformation out there, but they notice that people are communicating more through these apps, and they're sharing true information that's not being reported or that's being covered up by mainstream media. All right. Therefore, they deeming it as misinformation. You gotta understand, man. This man's the devil, man. Okay, and any information that's truthful in the eyes of the wicked, it's considered it's deemed a lie. So basically, a lie is the truth, and the truth is a lie to this devil. This Job 13:4 says, "But you are forgers of lies; you are all physicians of no value." All right, and that's Esau to a T, man. He's a liar, and he can't help it. All right, this is Psalms 52 and 2. It says, "Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs," and that's all they do, man. They come up with a mischief, and then they bring it forth through their medium called mainstream media. The fact that Trump is basically projecting to you that there's going to be a certain number of deaths, is going to be deaths increasing in the weeks to come. It's not because these are just projections based off of you know uh, uh their foresight. No, they're basically what he's trying to tell you is that they're planning for those amount of people to die in the weeks to come. All right, those are the numbers that they're looking forward to increasing. Okay, so maybe they're going to turn on more of those towers so that more people can be in jeopardy. And they're saying that this is aimed towards you so-called blacks and Hispanics in these cities, man. You're more prone to this virus, this so-called virus, and therefore, what's going to happen with that? The same way people have been feeling, the sentiment that people have been having about those Chinese and how they've been treated. Esau is attempting to project that on you, so that people are going to have that same sentiment about you, where people ain't going to want you in their stores. They're going to want to be, near you. People going to want to put hands on you. Because that's what they're pushing in the media right now. Coronavirus is more prone to so-called Black Americans. Matter of fact, let me do something. Let me show something. Now I just typed that in, and then these are all sites that's reporting this, and this is all within 24 hours. These first three articles right here: The Hill, The Atlantic, Black Latino communities suffering disproportionately from coronavirus. You see? So you already know what this means. And there is a lot of Jake that are dying. But the media is going to say, oh, it's from COVID-19. You see? This is a weaponized system. You don't think Esau is going to come against you tribes with this? Because in the beginning, you were laughing like, oh, well, we don't see no blacks, dying from this. We're immune to it. Jake thought they was immune, like they were, like they were X-Men or something. No, everybody across the board is going to catch it because this is all about their depopulation agenda. This is all population control. But you tribes, you've been multiplying. Esau has had a low birth rate for a while now. So why not aim for you tribes and reduce your population? I mean, eugenics and Planned Parenthood, that was supposed to do the job, but it really didn't. It actually backfired on Esau because despite the fact that um, they have more deaths than they have births, they have a low a sperm count. They women have low fertility rate. They've been losing numbers on top of this oid crisis that still haven't been gotten under control. So this right here is really a weaponized system. This is two birds with one stone: depopulation, more data for this marketed beast system that they're implementing. All right, that's what this whole purpose of this whole thing is about, man. But they're just covering it under this coronavirus because these are the effects that it's causing, installing all these towers all over the world. Okay. Hey, lest Satan should get the advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices, man. All right. So, with information like this going out, the prophets, of course, are bringing this out to our people. Esau is going to attempt to try to stop that, man. So that's why, he wants to, take down our videos, and eventually he's going to control the internet. Okay, he's going to control the internet to where you can't put nothing out that goes against his narrative, and then eventually he's probably going to do away with the internet. Or if you go on the internet, you're gonna have to have some type of identification. Because remember, all of our accounts are linked to our Google accounts, our email accounts, and through your Gmail, you got to put your certain information in order for you to even get these Google accounts, like your phone number. So they'll be able to identify who is who on there. And it's the reason why they want to identify everyone through the chip. First, they're going to try to do it through the vaccines. That's what Bill Gates is intending to do. Okay. So, I'll post this in the description box. You can actually read this. They're basically trying to crack down on, this information regarding this whole situation. Brothers, this exposing this thing as a hoax, going against the mainstream narrative of what they're reporting on this global situation, this so-called crisis. Okay, so this is what they're gonna do, man. So you're not gonna be allowed to forward information, to your people, man. But it's all good because once they take away this, that's the beginning of the famine of the word. Brothers already not being able to go out in certain areas, and then them, trying to stop us from getting together in our homes to do lessons to expose this devil. That's going to be the famine of the word, and that's also going to lead to a insurrection against the men of the Lord. But hey, come with it, man. Esau, he ain't going fast enough, in my opinion. He need to hurry up and go all the way with it, man. We see you making moves, but we know that there's a lot more that you trying to have done. Well, what's taking your ass so long, man? Because you already know you trembling. Once you come after the prophets, you know that our Lord sits in the heaven. He's watching right. He's looking right at you. Like I said, he's in control of this whole thing. The moment you try to make that move against the Lord's elect, that's your ass, man. All right, but anyway, it says, verse 2, it says, thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Thou lovest more evil than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. They'd rather, keep it, where everybody's buying into their lies instead of the truth. And a lot of people are still gonna, you still got people that are defending the narrative of what mainstream media is telling you. All right, about this whole COVID virus. And anybody that posts any type of anything remotely close to the truth, you're gonna be laughed to scorn. You're gonna be told that you're crazy, that you're a conspiracy theorist, that you're miserable, that you need help. Well, that's when witchcraft has worked on you. You're supposed to. That's the mindset that you're supposed to have. You're in the matrix. And basically, you've been given up to strong delusion that you should believe a lie because Satan basically used this medium against you and it worked. All right, let's go to 2 Thessalonians. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed. And he's being exposed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And that's the prophets. Or the Lord's pouring his spirit out upon his servants, the prophets, man. All right, he opened up their understanding. He gave them the eyes to see and the ears to hear. And nothing can basically get past the prophets, man. All right. So they're consuming them, all right, through the Holy Spirit. All these videos are being pushed out, man, and it's getting traffic, man. It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, meaning what? When Yahushua comes back, he will not meet them as a man. All right, he's gonna block out the sky, and he's gonna have it out with this devil. All right, and the Lord's gonna come with that celestial force. Can nothing on this planet fight against that? So Esau is gonna lose epically. Verse 9, it says, even him, the wicked, whose coming is after the working of Satan, or the adversary, man. He comes, with the power of Satan on the left-hand side. Okay? And the longer the Lord allows the devil to do what he's doing, the more it's going to force the Lord to come even stronger with his right hand. And that's who the Lord's going to use to come and deliver us out of this hellhole, man, from away from our enemies. It says, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Yeah, his witchcraft, his artificial intelligence, his 5G, all right? His robots, his firepower, his, all this stuff, man. His Project Bluebeam, his weather modification technology. All of his big brother technology. Okay, Esau has that left hand power right now, man. Evil spirits, and also on top of that, we're in the month of April, right? And he's saying in the weeks to come, there's going to be a lot of deaths. The reason why Trump is also putting that out there is because normally around this time every year, there is huge sacrificing going on. This is when the elites practice a lot of sacrificing to their left hand deities. And this is how they generate that left hand power, man. They keep it going. Sacrifice. All right, go look up. It's like a calendar that goes into sacrificing. They have these different festivals and occultic holidays where they do a lot of sacrificing. You know, and this is a whole nother lesson. I'm not going to even go into this, but you can actually look this up. All right, during the time of April, it's a lot of sacrificing. So that's the reason why a lot of death is also increasing. And they're going to tell you, well, it's the COVID-19 that's going to kill off more people. It's going to increase and kill off more people. How are you going to give a projection on amount of deaths based on a virus? Come on, man. So you already know what this is, man. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So look forward to in the weeks ahead. It's going to be a lot of sacrificing, man, to the beast. Okay. So anyway, um, this verse 10, it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And that's 2/3 of our people that are in that state of delusion. Okay, they've been bewitched by Esau's witchcraft, so they believe anything that this devil tells them, because they're with this world. Okay, and the Lord gave them over to that strong delusion. So we can't reach all of our people, man. They're going to be gone. The Lord got them spiritually blind until the missiles come. All we can do is forward this information to those who the Lord has opened up their minds to understand, the truth, understanding what time that they're coming into. And that's who we're really doing this for, man, is the hopeful elect. Okay. And once the elect are all reached, that's pretty much it, man. Esau could do what the hell you want to do. All right, we've already reached the goal, which the goal is the Most High's goal, which is to seal his elect. 144,000. Once they all are sealed up, and the 1/3 have also heard this word preached, then hey, that's end game. All right, then this devil, he can try to put his little finishing touches on his new world order. You know, it tells us in Job the 20th chapter, that once he fulfill, his height, so to speak, that excellency, once you reach to heaven, that's when the Lord's gonna bring his ass down, man. He's gonna be in straits. All right. And the excellency of your sufficiency, you shall be in straits. Right when you try to fill your belly, that's when the Lord's gonna he's gonna bring that wrath, man, that fury upon you, man. He's gonna rain it upon you while you're eating. All right. So anyway, hey, Esau gonna be doing more things like this. All right, to try to stop the truth from coming out. But hey, you can't hide yourself, man. You can't hide yourself. We know that you're bringing in all this control based on a lie, because this is what you've intended to do the entire time, man. Order out of chaos. Look now, look, unable to connect. Really? Hey, okay, here we go. I thought they cut my internet connection off. Esau, he hate this, man. This is Jeremiah 49 and 10. It says, "But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself." Yeah, all the shit that you do in the dark, all right, them secret councils is now exposed. Even your own fellow Edomites, they're exposing you, man. You're condemning yourself. So you can't hide yourself no more, man. It says his seed is spoiled and his brethren, his neighbors, and he is not. So and those Edomites, they're coming against you, man. They're coming against the higher ups because they're suffering down here with Jake too. Okay, so this is the reason why you're bringing in martial laws, because your fear of resistance, there being a rebellion, a sedition among men, which that's in Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, and that's gonna happen, man. All right, too many people are catching wind of your wicked deeds, and they're not buying your narrative. And these people are catching hell, so they're gonna go out there and they're gonna fight you, devils, man. All right, so that's what's next. That's why martial law is being considered right now. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna leave it with that. I hope this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Shai. And until next time, I say Shalom.